Okay, I'm getting ready to go on a ride, and I'm gonna show you how this thing's plugged in on the battery. So the battery charger plugged into the wall, got a charging unit. The battery's right here, the cord plugs in over here. You just simply unplug it. There's a little cap that you push to keep water and mud out. Right below there is a USB port. Apparently you can charge phones off of it, or your lights, your USB lights, rechargeable lights. I haven't used it, but it is available on there. So I'm going to show you what I wear. I wear bright colored clothes that have reflective devices. I wear bright shoes so people can see them. I believe in risk aversion. When you do anything in life, you drive a car, you ride a trike, when you ride a horse, whatever you're doing, it's a graded approach. How high is the risk and how do I mitigate that risk or lessen it to be acceptable to me? I'm real leery about riding in traffic. I don't like that, so I probably won't do that. And if I do, it's for very limited times. So I want to show you my gear and what I wear. I have a helmet that I wear. I always keep it in a bag. Got this helmet off of Amazon. Real nice helmet. Highly rated, like $40-something. It has a visor that has got magnetic clips that clip on. I really like the visor because it's not attached to my face, and it's just nice setup, and it keeps a lot of sun off my face. So let me get this thing going and I'll show you how it works. I like to wear a scarf underneath my helmet, so when I sweat, when it's hot, it's still hot. Today's the first day of fall, by the way. It's September 22nd. And I felt the fall in the air this morning. It was in the 60s down here in Las Cruces, so it's starting to drop temperature. But it's still going to get hot in the afternoons. Anyway, wear this underneath my helmet. This sun visor is this big screen thing, and there's 3 magnets up in the top of the helmet. You drop it into place and it just clips right in there. It stays. I've never had a problem with it on rough roads or anything. I like it because it covers a large portion of my face. I can still get to my glasses underneath. It gives you a lot of protection. Now this has a set, you can set the brakes right here on both sides. Locks the trike, it won't move. You need to do that when you're getting on and off the bike, or you're going to move it. You want to set the brake before you and after you move it, or before release it. You simply release it and then the bike will move, the trike will move. I've noted that people get into these trikes different ways. The way I like to do it is to simply line up on the front, keep one foot on the ground, swing this leg over, keep your feet on the ground and shuffle back. That way you're not tripping over anything. And then you simply sit down into the trike. Next thing you want to do is you want to get your feet into the stirrups, I call them, the restraints. What you do not want to do on any trike, no matter what brand it is for your foot to fall out of slip off the pedal, hit the ground, and go underneath your trike. It's dangerous. You're going to break your foot, tear up your leg, road rash. It's going to be terrible. So TerraTrike sends these. You simply put your foot onto the pedal and drop your heel into that stirrup. And I like to, you got to do them with both. Lock your brake. And I put one foot out as far as I can and drop, just let it relax into there. And that one's in. And then I swing this one out and drop my foot in. Oh, that's the easiest way I've found to get them. And now my foot's relaxed. I'm not holding my foot on the pedal. Believe it or not, that makes a difference when you're riding a long time. If you hit a bumpy road and your foot was to slip off, you could hit the road with your foot and go under your trike. So whatever brand you're wearing, riding, make sure you got stirrups to hold the back heel or some kind of clip-on shoes. TerraTrike just sends these. I like them. You didn't have to buy special shoes for this one. Just works out well. So then I pulled down my canopy because you don't want that up in the air. It's got paracord that I put on it. Took the bungee off that came with the kayak cover and put a stout bungee and put a clip on the end and to the eye bolt that I installed. Now the top's on. We turn on our computer over here. I'm 100%. I rode this thing 186 miles in a month and a half, almost 200 miles. And I'm gonna put her on level 1 because when I depart my garage, it's uphill. It'll give me a little help until I get it situated and I get out on the road. So let's go for a ride. So we're gonna go out for a little ride. I'm gonna call this ride the Las Alturas South. I'll break this area into 3 different content videos because it's a kind of a large area. It's south of the New Mexico State University golf course and football field and university itself, and we're going to ride down here through these housing subdivisions, and then I'm going to go out the back end and some beautiful views from up here. And later content I'll be taking you to other areas. Maybe I'll go to we'll call it Las Alturas Central and then Las Alturas North. I'll break them into 3 different parts, and then we'll go do other adventures down here, maybe Mesilla Valley, which is a really beautiful place. So as we leave my neighborhood and go into another neighborhood, it's quite beautiful out here. It's all uphill right now. I've got the assist on number 1, and clicking along. I'll warm up a little bit and then I'll probably go to 0 and let it help me. Beautiful, beautiful homes out here. When possible, I tend to stay out of the bike lane in this area. There's a lot of goat heads here. The more you ride over there, the more chance of goat heads. I got review mirrors right here, and I watch my 6, and I try to stay over here where the cars go as much as possible. When they come, then I'll move over, because you'll take flats if you're over here. What I typically do to all my bikes and trikes is I slime my tires. I put slime in them. I've taken 2 flats on the rear tire in a month, and you pull the thorn out, pump it back up with air, and the slime will seal the leak. The trike was spec'd out with Schwab marathons, but they could not source them, so I had to take what they could get me. I will be buying Schwab Marathon Plus here shortly. They're 50 bucks a piece, and they're highly thorn resistant. Those are the Oregon mountains. We're about 45 miles north of El Paso. Some rugged mountains over there, my friends. Anyway, they're beautiful, but they are rugged. Clicking along here. Beautiful scenery. A lot of wildlife out here, quail, rabbits, a lot of road runners down here in Las Cruces, more than I've seen up in, I also have a home in Santa Fe, and there's road runners up there, but not as many as down here, and a lot of quail down here. They hatch more than one brood a year, and their little babies are so cute. They run around as a family, and multiple families hang out together. And on this trike, they don't seem to be afraid of me. I get down here, right here next to them, and they let me get close. Down here you got to watch rattlesnakes because you're down here on the ground, so I tend to watch the shades in the corners and make sure I don't tangle up with one of those guys. Pulling a relatively steep hill, so I got it in the assist level 1. I'm pedaling, I'm not exerting a lot of force, and I'm doing about 9 miles an hour. I've got my throttle right here, so as long as I'm pedaling, I can go full throttle, and it's doing almost 20 miles an hour uphill, and if I geared up a little bit, I think I could get more out of it. There she goes. So if you need help, it'll give you help. This is where you adjust it with your thumb. I can drop it down to 0 and pedal. And it's getting harder, so over here I drop a gear by pushing this thumb, and you got your shift indicator there, and it's getting harder, but I'm doing okay. I'm strong, and you can see I'm down to 6 miles an hour. So this is the Oregon mountain range on the Rocky part of the Rocky Mountain Range. It's the Oregon part. I don't know what the Spanish name originally was. I'm sure it was something else. I don't know, maybe it was Oregon. But anyway, on the other side of that mountain range is White Sands Missile Range and White Sands National Park, where you go see the White Sands. And that takes I-70 right out of Las Cruces, goes right up over the top of that. Holloman Air Force Base is on the other side of that, and Alamogordo is over there as well. Anyway, it's real hilly out here, so you know, I've already went, since I left the house, I've already went 3 or 4 miles, and I'm not even really, it's just so enjoyable. I can't explain it to y'all. You have to get one. But I enjoy riding out here. Not a lot of traffic out here. You can see these roads just go on and on forever. It's suburby, not populated very much. There's houses out here, but not a lot of them. Kind of expensive homes. I like it out here a lot. So even though it's the first day of fall, it's still hot down here. I mean, it was cool this morning. It was in the 60s, but it's rapid. It's noon now. It's pretty hot out here. It's getting warm, but underneath this shade, it's so enjoyable. I don't feel the heat like you would if you were sitting out here in the sun and beating down on you. So this makes me able to go out longer in the afternoon, and even in the hot days, this shade is a must here in the hot weather. It makes it doable. So that mountain range out there is the Doña Ana. It's way out there in the distance, and that one over there is Rubelos, and that little peak down there is Picacho. And we're starting to go downhill and doing dang near 20 miles an hour. I gotta hit the brakes a little bit. I don't like going over 20. I'm sure it'll handle it, but I'm filming, so Not a good idea to go too fast. That over there is A Mountain. I don't know why they call it that. It's got a big A on it somewhere. Ah. The ride was much longer than the video. We're going to edit it down a little bit, but I'm going to head back and drop this content on YouTube. And the next ride I do will be Las Alturas Central, around my neighborhood, and then we'll do the State University, New Mexico State University golf course area. And there's some really nice bike paths around there. Out here I'm on roads, very infrequently traveled roads, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your day, and we'll drop a content later on.